So now that we have our pizzas, our chalices, real quick, I kind of just want to go back to like this statement that Vince McMahon said, where he was essentially saying that he doesn't feel like AEW is competition the way that like WCW was. Like, what are your thoughts on this? Like, I feel
well, not in competition in the way that WCW, and then they were on Monday nights. It was a Monday Night War, so they're going head to head in the nights. Not competition, and the fact that it was actually they were competing against NXT, but now their numbers are coming up. But he probably has a point. I mean, it's another brand out there, but like when I tell people, and this may sound funny, they go, if you can only have a 6-month or a 4-month run at WWE or AEW, which one are you going to take? They go, I don't know, wherever I can go. I go, well, if you had a choice. And someone will say AEW. I go, well, I'll take WWE. And they go, why? I go, because that's star power. You become star power. You work 6 months there or 8 months on TV there to the 4, 6, 8 months there. You're going to be remembered in WWE as a star. Like, not that you're not a star there and not that you're not working it just as hard or whatever. It's just that they're so branded so well and a household name. That it's WWE. It looks like WWE, WWF. Some people I still call it WWF, but WWE, it's just been there. It's established. It's the big daddy of them all. It's the Madison Square Garden. And I'm not taking away from AEW and stuff, but I can see where Vince McMahon would consider it not really competition. It's just another avenue. He probably looks at them like just a little bit higher level than Ring of Honor, probably. He's got an ego, and he's very confident, and he's built his house. He built his house. It's got a lot more money, and it's a lot bigger than Ring of Honor. Of course, we know that, but in his mind, he probably looks at it as like, whatever. They can take my guys that are overpaid, or I don't want to pay anymore, and give them something, and I feel good. They got something to do, and whatever. I mean, he's kind of got an ego like that a little bit. So,
He did that with Bret Hart. Now that I think about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, and then he knows that they could go do whatever, and when they get done doing all that, if he needs them, they'll come back. And he'll put them right back wherever it is he feels they fit right now. So, and especially if he's cutting budgets, he's probably happy that they got another avenue to go work. To be honest, especially if he likes them, he's probably like, yeah, go over there and get some of that money.
I appreciate your optimism.
If we got something to come back, we'll pick right back up because WWE, I mean, they make stars. Like, I mean, it is. I think there's more competition. I think is between Vince and Triple H. I think it's more of a competition that he's worried about because it's the NXT brand trying to come up and how he treats the NXT guys. And you were saying Karrion Kross, they thought this and this and that. I think that they just treat all the NXT guys like crap when they bring them up the Raw or one of those other things, whether it's an attitude check or this or that. But I think it's deflating to that whole roster if they're watching that, how they get handled when they come up and they see what happens and like kind of craps on that whole brand thing. So I think Vince probably considers the NXT more of his competition with Hunter back and forth than he does AEW.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah, I think because AEW is just good for business. That just makes, whether it's competition or not, it's just another platform out there that draws people back into wrestling, and then they'll go back over to look at WWE and they'll be like, oh, I'm gonna watch this or that. They make a choice, but I think it's a good thing. He doesn't look at it as a bad thing, but I truly believe when he says he doesn't look at it as competition, he doesn't look at it as competition. I think he would look more at Hunter's competition coming up. That's a son-in-law who is trying to take his spot, or he's built this brand underneath the WWE brand, the NXT. I think he probably looks at that more like competition, because it's the changing of the guards, he's going to do. He's married to Stephanie. He's coming up. But Vince always has the say, but Hunter's got visions, and that brand's working. And I'm a big fan of the NXT brand. So,
ditto.
Yeah. So I'm thinking he probably thinks of that more as competition.
Good. I like that. I like that a lot.